What is going on YouTube? Yo soy Arms and I'm back with another YouTube video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. Um Want to start off by saying you guys have been absolutely blessing my YouTube channel. My goal for the end of the year was to be at 300 subscribers. The fact that we are literally very close to reaching 300 is absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. It truly means a lot. Again, I hope you guys are just enjoying the journey and enjoying the videos as we go through on, what this whole life of trading really is about and stuff like that, right? But again, thank you guys. And yeah, let's jump into today's recap. So, the win streak does continue, as you can see here. We are currently up 280 on the day. As you can see, our current account balances across all 5 accounts is currently sitting at 2,700 pretty much. Really cool to see. I don't know if I'm going to trade tomorrow. I might just lock in profits, or I might just trade super light in size. Again, we're pretty much up 1,000 for the week, which is pretty much my goal. And for the most part, being up 1,200 each day, 1,000 for the week. Unfortunately, we haven't really been meeting it. But I mean, we're adding small compound wins, so that's still a W in my book, right? Let's jump ahead and look at today's trade recap. I'm gonna go ahead and make this pretty much quick as yesterday's video, just because of my voice and I'm still pretty much a little bit sick. Higher time frame bias coming into the morning. Didn't really have one for the most part. I did see that we were still pretty much on a current uptrend. Buy side model still playing out, and overnight session pretty much, coming into over New York AM session, we were going to take out previous day New York high, right, which is this right over here. So I didn't have a bias, right? Pretty much logged into the charts. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna wait to see what price happens. And look at this. We are literally just ping ponging. We actually take out buy side, which is previous day New York high, right? So we take this out, and I'm seeing that we're just chopping around. And at this point in time, I'm like, bro, I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay back in bed. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to take a bad trade just because we're just in some chop, and I'm just being impatient. So I literally just went back to bed. I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this. And I came back later. And I took a trade. I did not take this trade here, and I think this was initially the trade of the day, and it sucks. I mean, I wish I had stayed on just to take on the trade, but I mean, there's always going to be, opportunities that the market presents for you to take a trade, right? I mean, this model here is going to happen next week. It's going to happen the week after, and the week after, the week after, and stuff like that, right? But it's just unfortunate that I wasn't able to take it. But I mean, I still caught a trade later on in the day, right? But so I went back to bed. I was like, whatever. And I pretty much came back later after this trade already happened. But I kind of want to talk about this trade and why this was the trade of the day. First of all, looking here, we pretty much swept buy side, right? And then we kind of just end up sweeping buy side here. And we do end up forming a higher time frame SMT with ES. Now, this SMT is absolutely super strong. This SMT literally sent us to hell. I'm being serious. Like, this set price straight plummeting. So SMT with ES. And looking on the 1 minute here, on the 1 minute, after the SMT gets formed, let me go ahead and play it. Right, we have a strong momentum candle to the downside, really closing under both of these candles here. Now, you could have taken this trade if you've been if you're a little bit more patient. You could have a little bit more confidence, a little bit more confluences, right? So we have a change in the state of delivery right here that we close under, right? And then we actually come back in and retap this inverse for value gap, and then we actually continue to shoot for lower prices, as you can see down over here. Still pretty much just hanging around, and end up coming back lower, right? Right. So this is really nice to see. Really nice model that we have here, and I think this is a plus plus model. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take it, but as you can see here, as soon as the change of the state of delivery pretty much closed, we were kind of respecting it. We get a nice strong candle, close it under it, and then price was basically respecting this. I mean, we tapped into it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different times, and we're really just respecting the change of the state, and then price ends up just shooting us lower, right? So this would have been a 115 point bag if you were just a little bit patient, unlike me. I went straight to bed after seeing this 5 minute top here. After like 30 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to bed. If I do catch a trade, it'll be later in the PM. If I don't catch a trade, then it's, oh well, whatever, right? So at this point in time, I'm like, okay, I missed the trade, and I actually log back on around here, and I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for price, um, and I'm like, wow, we're actually very selling off, and I'm looking to see if we have any potential draws of liquidity, and I see that we have this, this hourly, 4 hour, engineered low on both indices, on both NQ and ES, right? So at this point in time, I'm like, okay, I need price. First of all, I need order flow to tell me, we want to go lower, right? And what is order flow is the validations of, for value gaps in PD arrays, and that, basically dictate, buyers and sellers in one direction, right? So at this point in time, I'm going to need a retracement back into some higher time frame PD array. I'm going to need some sort of internal sweep or whatever, or blah blah blah. You guys know the gist, right? But I want this to be my draw. Like, if we actually end up closing above this 15-minute for value gap, I was probably going to get off the charts. And it's just because, to me, I'd rather, target this as my draw and take a trade towards this draw liquidity than take a trade up here. And the reason being is because price already did what it had to do up here, right? The objective up here was already taken for the day, right? And we pretty much already took previous day high, and we have previous day low sitting right down over here, right? So for me personally, if this 15-minute for value gap had gone inverse and we would have seen something like this to the upside, I wouldn't have taken any trades. Me personally, I would rather have, continue this, bearish momentum, continue this bearish order flow to seek, previous day low sitting over here, right? So I see this 15-minute for rally gap here, and we're respecting it. And we respect it. Literally, like, look at this. I mean, this is nice, right? We formed a nice 15-minute order block right over here that we tapped into. And I'm looking at price, and I'm like, okay, honestly, we have a 5-minute for rally gap here. If this gets inversed, my clear draw is going to be this low right over here, and on externally, we do have this previous day low sitting at this level, right, on both indices. So price forms an order block here, and we actually inverse this with good momentum. I pretty much enter, was literally a no drawdown. That's first TP, and that's second TP, right? There was an SMT here with ES. ES actually took this pretty low. So I was kind of just a little bit more careful when that happened, just because, SMTs might have been in full effect today, just because, I mean, the SMT that we got up here on the higher time frame literally sent us lower. So why can't this SMT down over here, just send us back higher, and then, start another, buy side model of a curve, right? That is not a buy side model. What's that? Right. So I was just watching for the SMT. Hopefully it didn't, stop me out of break even, and it didn't, right? So we had a nice little point trade. Again, I was light in size because you have to remember, realistically, I am not like my stop loss was around like 50 points, right? 50 points, I'm not going to be in heavy size, right? 50 points is literally going to hurt me by a lot. So again, super light in size, was letting, just price do its thing, was just writing it out. And, I caught my piece of the pie, and yep, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry, again, making this video is just super short, not feeling the best. And yeah, as you can tell from my voice, just a little bit congested and stuff. I love you guys. Appreciate y'all. Stick to follow your rules. Please be patient. Good things come to people who are patient and wait and take their time, right? There is no point in rushing. Literally, you need to start treating your time as your friend and not as your enemy, right? If you think you're running out of time, you're never running out of time. I can promise you right now, you are not running out of time, right? Again, I love y'all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.